Okay, the next section is on properties of chords. We're going to learn about some relationships. So if we have a circle with two chords on the inside, they are congruent. And guys, remember those tick marks tell you they're congruent. So for example, it says if AB, so if chord AB is 95, what do you think CD is? Well, it's obviously going to be 95 because they're congruent. You just got to remember that property. Okay? And if they're in the same circle, of course. Okay, the next theorem, if one chord is perpendicular, so guys, remember what perpendicular means. You got a line here, and they're going to make that 90 degree, make that chair. It's perpendicular bisector of another chord, then the first chord is the diameter. Okay? If a diameter of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then the diameter bisects the chord and its arc. So look, so basically here's my chord, and then this is my other chord. They bisect each other at a perpendicular bisector. So here's your 90 here. This is your diameter, and it cuts this chord in half. So the diameter cuts the chords in half, because when it bisects it, it means it cuts in half. So basically, it says, for example, if CB, so CB is perpendicular to AD. So these are perpendicular ones I have highlighted. It says AE, so from A to E is 6. What do you think from E to D is? Well, it has to be 6 too, because they're congruent, because it bisects it. That's like if I have a circle or something and I cut it in half, they're going to be congruent. And we know for a circle, it should be 180 and 180. And that's 180. Sorry, guys. Because it bisects it, so it cuts in half. Okay, the next theorem, it says, in the same circle, two chords are congruent if and only if they are equal distance from the center. So here's our center. Our center is K. So I know this chord is the same distance as this one. And it makes these here congruent. So it says if KL, so KL is here, is congruent to KM, and AB is congruent to 8. So if AB is 8, then CD has to be 8 because they're equal distance. Okay? And so basically what they want you to do on these is just use your examples to figure out this. I'll probably go over this a little bit more, so just try them and see how you do. Use the 3 theorems to answer the question.